Hi, my name is Annie Von Essen of Vessel Consulting, for those of you who don't know me yet. And this is part 2 of a video series that I have been doing. So part 1 you can go back and listen to is really about how different kinds of connections are essential, and maybe a little bit of a mini audit on 4 things to look for in the different connections that you have in your life, and just check in and see if you're receiving those things from different people and different circles that you're a part of in your life. This is in case you did that and you thought, I really do want more people possibly that offer me support in my life. Or I would like more different experiences or perspectives in some of the people that I'm in connection with in my life, in my personal or professional life. So these are just a few thoughts, tips for deepening connections and building and making new connections in your life that can really offer you support and can be healthy. So again, a reminder of why invest the time in connections, in social connections in our lives. And really, I'm not talking about a whole bunch of people, right? It can be a small group of different people in your life in different places that you're in deep community or connection or relationship with. Those people offer you a place to regulate your emotions and check in and deepen your learning around empathy and bring you joy and bring you entertainment, things that we actually really need as humans. And it helps us to be less depressed and less anxious when we have social connections in our life. So, okay, if you're thinking, well, I do want to have more connection, or I do need a different kind of perspective or support in my life than I currently have, or in my professional life than I currently have. Here's four things to think about as ways that you can increase the connections in your life to have even more supportive or joyful or diverse connections in your life. So the first one is engage. With who you already have in your life. So thinking of your business or your place of work or the organization you work within, or perhaps places that you volunteer, spend your time, spend your energy in. Where and who in those spaces can you engage with? Who can you listen to, ask questions, maybe invite to do something? How can you engage more in those spaces and build out those connections where you already are? You can even think about this in friendships or relationships you currently have. How do you maintain those friendships or relationships or deepen those connections? Often it is check-ins. It is reaching out, a text, an email, a call, that can really help keep and maintain those connections. Offering listening, asking more questions. So think about first engaging where you already are to deepen the connections that you have. And again, I would be mindful of, especially if you're in a space where you're looking for more support, how are you also offering more support? And maybe even if it's a workspace, how are you having an active conversation in a team about how I would like to build a space in which we support each other more than we have in the past. Might be a way to go about that. If you're realizing that you're spending a lot of time in spaces with people that are having or have had in their life very similar experiences to you, be mindful if you're going in and seeking out different experiences and perspectives. That can start to feel a little weird or a little creepy. So instead, go in with the mindfulness and the awareness of building relationship and building listening in the spaces that you're in, without seeking out more than that. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah. check in with your intentions and then operate from a place that is not expecting anything from someone. Okay, so another way to think about connections and building the connections in your life and having more connections or different connections in your life is to really give attention to your surroundings. So what is happening around you in your workspace, in your neighborhood where you live, in the community or the town where you live, in groups that you're already a part of, in online spaces that you maybe are participating a little bit in? Is there another door? Is there another window into being perhaps more active in some way in one of those spaces, or more present to a group of people in one of those spaces? Again, then you go back into the engage, then you actually engage with, after you've given yourself a chance to kind of scan out from the spaces you're already in, the places that you live and the places that you work and the places that you even engage in online. Pay attention. Is there space to receive and give more support, more joy, be in relationship with people that have some similar values to you, that can support you in living out your values, and that maybe have different experiences or perspectives? So paying attention, and then go back and do the engage, the listen, the check-in, the build relationship piece. Okay, number 4 is join. Join. So this is for my people who are like really looking for more connections and seeking it out, and maybe need that extra push, and have the space or have the capacity in your life right now to shake it up. If you're looking to shake it up, then you got to do some joining, right? Which means find a new group of people that do something that you're interested in, that are engaged in something you're interested in. Find a new hobby. Find an experience that you want to have, right? And then find people that are also wanting to do that or organized around that, and join. So go for it. And again, my introverts, if you're an introvert, which I actually am too, pick something small, pick something doable, pick something that still feels good. Pick a volunteer space that feels like the right amount of humans and the right amount of time, perhaps, and then join. And then my last one might feel a little funny, but I think it's really true, and that is pay. If you're looking for more social connection, more connective experiences in your life, more experiences with different people, different perspectives in your life, sometimes it's really important to pay money to have those experiences, to get to know those people. And here's what I mean. Here's what I mean by that. For instance, coaching support. Perhaps it is important to you to have and work with someone and learn from someone who has a higher level of experience than you, or has a different lived perspective than you, and is going to see and engage with the world differently and can really offer you that. A great way to do that is if it's a person who is offering work coaching, consulting, life coaching, you can seek that out, and you can pay someone for that. For therapeutic support, and you can seek that out and pay someone for that. Another thing is like needing more connections in your life that offer support. Sometimes that looks like paying for wellness in your life, right? So paying for someone to be your acupuncturist or your massage therapist or your physical therapist. So knowing that, I do need some supports in my life. I need some well-being supports in my life. It can't always be the people that you have in your life, your friends or your family. Sometimes it's great to seek that out and willingly accept it from paying someone because they offer that. That's what they do. That's the kind of support they offer. Another example in my life is that in my professional life, I pay a monthly fee to a membership group that I'm a part of that offers me tremendous amount of support, resources, feedback, different perspectives, and I have a small group that I meet within, and then I have larger pieces of that business group and resources and community that I get to be connected with, and offerings that are offered through that group. And those are social connections. Those are workplace connections. They're spaces where I receive joy and I receive support and I receive very different perspectives, and I pay for it. And I feel great paying for it. I get the benefit of it. So again, if you're thinking, I need a few more connections in my life. The people that I have in my life can't be it all or offer it all to me. Or my workspace, people are doing the best that they can, but they really can't. There's certain things they can't show up and give me. There's certain things colleagues can't show up and give me right now that I need. Then think about, what are your surroundings? Pay attention to your surroundings. Maybe opportunities to connect that you haven't noticed before. Engage, actually deepen and engage the connections that you do have by listening, by questions, by check-ins, by invitations. Join a new space, join a new interest, a new hobby, a new volunteering space, or pay someone or a group of people who offer a supportive service, who offer a space of connection, who offer an experience where you can go build those social connections. So I know these are simple steps, but sometimes we forget them and we just get a little bit overwhelmed by how to build the things we need in our life. And I hope that just breaking it down to the simple supports you in thinking about how to make sure you have and you are surrounded by the social connections, the professional connections that you need, that we all need to thrive as human beings. Thank you for listening in, and I hope you have a wonderful day.